everyone, so this is my review of Wisdom of a Crowd, Season 1, Episode 9, called Proof of Concept. And essentially what this episode is about is that Tanner is given the ability to gain some more information about Mia's case, but to be able to get that information he must help solve this murder case and prove the potential murderer as innocent. And while that's going on, Tanner and Sarah work on their deposition in the Allsorcer case to try and get their code back from Allsorcer. And this was a really interesting and entertaining episode that had a lot of very sort of entertaining moments to it. And I did really like how the team found all these different clues that sort of helped to point in the direction of whether or not this potential murderer is actually innocent or guilty. And I don't much care for how this series seems to be going with each episode. They seem to be using Sophie less and less and just seeming to stumble upon the answers that they need and stuff like that. And it just seems really weird. And I don't like it that much because then it just turns into another sort of cop drama show. And I don't want that. I really like the idea of having this technology there to solve the cases and stuff. And yes, it is present, but it's not the main thing anymore, and that's really bugging me. And then the whole episode was kind of written weird, where this person who's being out for murder and stuff like that keeps a lot of secrets until it becomes necessary for her to reveal them. She's on this sort of life or death sort of moment, and then she just shares all this sudden information. The big information part of it was that she stumbled upon her roommate already murdered, and she didn't see her murdered roommate in the dark, so she accidentally fell on her, and that's how she got covered in blood and stuff like that. If I was being charged with murder and stuff, that'd be information I would share right away and not at the last moment. So that just felt so weird that they decided to throw all this information in at the end of the episode. And then along with that, the actual person who is the murderer and stuff, how they decided on that answer and who the person was and stuff like that, just felt like it was just so sudden and so just thrown in there at the last moment that there just felt very little connection between when you met this person the first time and then when they're actually confessing to the murder. It just seemed like a complete switch of character, and that just felt so weird. But the new evidence that Tanner did receive about Mia's case was really interesting, with it being revealed that there is a bit more to Mia's murder than it being a crime of passion or a robbery gone wrong or something like that. That there is a sort of secret around it because of the fact that there's a lot of people trying to keep the truth about her murder a secret. So that's interesting that there is a bit more to the story, and I'm excited to see how that will all play out. And then the moments with Sarah going through this whole deposition and her sort of sharing the story of how Sophie was created and why and all that different stuff around her sort of backstory. Those moments were really interesting to see how everything turned out. And then I really enjoyed that it was sort of shared that Allsorcer is really willing to do whatever is necessary to keep Sarah and keep this code and stuff. And that they're willing to play dirty to do so. And that I'm really excited to see what sort of lengths Allsorcer will go to get what they want. And then just overall, this was a really interesting and sort of fun episode to watch and see how everything played out. So yeah, that's my review of Wisdom of a Crowd, Season 1, Episode 10, called Proof of Concept. So yeah, bye!